you get that drink.
Welcome back to the Queens Yanks channel. I appreciate everybody tuning in today. Today we're going to be doing a show that I hope to be on a weekly basis and keep it going to the end of the season. It's going to be called the Queens Brûlant. And my French-speaking Canadian girlfriend is either rolling her eyes at how terrible I pronounced that word, or she's going to tell me good job at the end of this video and how good I said that word. But what we're going to be doing in this particular show is basically Canadian Premier League prediction video. We're going to be going over the games for the rest of the week and my predictions for them. And I will also have a Brûlant lock of the week, which is a team that I think is absolutely 100% going to win. So before we get into my predictions for the week, I would like to say this. My Canadian Premier League videos in the past have got a lot of interaction, and I really hope that stays the same with this video. And I would love for this to be more than just me up here doing my predictions. I would love for someone from each a fan from each particular group of supporters for each team to maybe go up against every week and their predictions. So if you're interested in showing or giving me your predictions for next week and tell me what team you want to represent in this video, I'd love to maybe keep track of that. And maybe at the end of the year, whatever fan base did the best in their picks against me, maybe we can send them a small prize, maybe a channel shirt or something like that. So if you're interested in that, make sure you follow us on Twitter and DM me, and we can get some conversation going and go over your picks for next week or whatever week it might be. So that said, this video was inspired by our weekly show called the Queens Codswallops, which if you haven't watched that, I'll leave a link in the description. Give that a watch. I think if you give it a try, you might like it. So this week in the Canadian Premier League, we got games today, which is 9:14, and at the time of recording this video, it's about 4 hours from now. I'm in the Pacific time zone, so it's about 4 hours from now. We have games on Saturday, and we have one game on Sunday. And so on 9:14, which is today, we have York United going up against Atletico Ottawa. York United's not lost in the last 3 games, and Atletico Ottawa does have a good player in Malcolm Shaw, who accounts for almost half the team's goals. But that said, Ottawa, just frankly, they're not very good. So just because of the fact that they haven't consistently done anything really that I could be comfortable picking them, and the fact that York is on a little bit of a hot streak, I've got to go with York United in this matchup. So later on, we have FC Edmonton and Pacific FC, and Edmonton is a good squad, I think. They've got the tall striker in Ongaro, I don't know if I'm saying that right. And I do love their manager in Alan Koch, but Pacific FC is just completely lethal in the passing and scoring. They are absolutely on fire. In the Golden Boot race, they actually have 5 players in the top 15 in scoring. So that shows you that they can pass it around. They're unselfish. They are just, until someone can do something with them consistently, I think I'd be crazy to go against Pacific FC. So I've got Pacific FC winning this matchup. So on Saturday, we've got York United again going up against the Halifax Wanderers. And I'm not going to go over York United again, but the Wanderers, they have Morelli, who is currently leading the race for the Golden Boot in the Canadian Premier League. And the Wanderers have not lost in their last 7 games. Granted, one of them was in the Canadian Championship tournament, but nonetheless, they're on a hot streak just like York, but I think their unbeaten run has lasted almost twice as long as York. So I've got to go with the Wanderers in this, just because I think they're trending in the right direction, and also I just flat out love their fans. So then the second game on Saturday, we've got Valor and Calvary. And although in a talent matchup, I think they're pretty even, but they are trending in 2 completely different directions right now. Over the past 5 games, Calvary is the 2nd best team in the league, and Valor is the 2nd worst team in the league. And until either one of these trends stops, why I pick against it? So I've got Calvary edging out Valor. Although I think it's going to be closer than I think. I think it might be 2-1, maybe 3-2. But nonetheless, I've got Calvary. And on Sunday, we've got Pacific FC versus Atletico Ottawa. And this is my Brûlant lock of the week. Pacific FC is by far the best team in the Canadian Premier League. Atletico Ottawa is by far the worst team in the Canadian Premier League. So there's not much to say other than Pacific FC is probably going to win this matchup pretty easy, and that's my lock. And I didn't think this video would be very long, but to end this video, I want to say good luck to Valor and Forge, who play tomorrow in the quarterfinal game in the Canadian Championship, which, if you are interested in my predictions on that, please subscribe to this channel because I will be releasing a video on my predictions for that, maybe even tomorrow, hint, hint. And congrats on Forge FC for winning their matchup in the Crest voting tournament, which, if you're not following that, follow us on Twitter and you can vote on some North American tournament style Crest matchups. So that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are having an amazing week, and good luck to all the teams this week in the Canadian Premier League. I absolutely love the league, and yeah, so good luck to everybody and stay safe out there.